win the gold medal at the 1992 Olympics in Barcelona. In fact, he holds the record for the slowest 400 meter in Olympic history. Yet Derek Redmond is more well known for that fateful day of his slowest 400 meter. At age 26, Derek Redmond had broken 2 British 400 meter records and was preparing himself for the 1992 Summer Olympics, which would take place in Barcelona, Spain. A year prior, Derek had been part of the British team that beat the favorite American team in the 4x400 meter relay at the World Championships. Before the 1992 Olympic semifinals, he had also been injured at his Achilles tendon, which is right here, and had just recovered and was ready to run again. In 1998, he withdrew from the Olympic races in Seoul only 90 seconds before his first heat was about to begin due to hamstring problems. This time, he wanted to walk away with a medal. He wanted to show the world what he was capable of. On the day of the 400 meter, Derek's father, Jim, found a way to his seat in the stadium among the 6,500 fans. He prayed that the day would go flawlessly, no more injuries, and no more setbacks. As the race began, Derek Redmond quickly lurched in front of all of the runners. He knew that he could make it to the finals if he continued this pace. He had won his first 2 heats. All he needed was to win this one, and he would make it to the semifinals and go to the Olympics. With only 175 meters left, he heard a huge pop in his leg. His right hamstring had torn. It felt to him that he had been shot in the leg. It was searing pain, and it was every time he moved, he just felt this burning through his leg. He slowed down and kneeled for a few seconds, and a tear came out of his right eye. Up in the stand, his father, Jim Redmond, froze in fear. Instinctively, he understood what had happened and began to push his way down to the track. Medical personnel arrived to help Derek off the track with a stretcher, but Redmond just pushed them away, and decided to finish the 400 by himself. Slowly, he rose and started hopping his way to the finish line. While this was happening, Jim pushed his way throughout the crowd and was coming right out and trying to get on the stadium. All the security that tried to stop Jim were pushing him back, but he was determined to get through to his son Derek and help him. Eventually, when Jim got through to Derek, he told his son, and he said, "You don't need to do this. It's not a bad thing to give up right now. I know it's hurting a lot." But Derek simply replied, "No, I need to finish this no matter how fast or slow I am." Derek's father, Jim, agreed, and they walked side by side, arm in arm, to the end of the finish line, and they finished the race by themselves. That day, 6,500 fans cheered him and cried with him that day, along with countless others who were watching from home. Fellow Toastmasters, speakers, and distinguished guests, if you do not give up, you cannot fail. No matter what is wrong, if you try your hardest and keep persevering, anything is possible. Merriam-Webster defines giving up as to abandon oneself to a particular feeling, influence, or activity. And it defines perseverance as continuing to try to do something even though it's difficult. When something isn't working, it may be easy to abandon it and just to give up, but staying on the task is what's really hard. That's what perseverance really is. It can be really easy or really difficult depending on your situation. As in the story, Derek Redmond, even though he was severely hurt, he persevered through, and even though he felt like he got shot in the leg, he finished his race because he was determined to. Now you might know what perseverance is, but it's also important to know how to persevere. I created a Family Feud type of game that we all can play, and I've listed the top seven ways that people persevere through things. And basically how it's gonna work is you can all raise your hand. I'll call on somebody, and you can try to guess the top seven things that people do to persevere. And you get 3 strikes. So after you get 3 wrong, I'll just tell you all of them. So would anyone like to guess first? Top 7. Shalok.
Confidence.
Well, these are like strategies. Like, okay, I'll list the 7th one. The 7th one is not making giving up an option, which is basically like you just say, I'm not gonna give up no matter what. And I don't know if you've heard the phrase YOLO it. You only live once, but you kind of just do it no matter what, and just not making giving up an option. You just go for it, and no matter what, you just stay on the task. Okay, do you have another guess?
Not let anyone else discourage you.
That's actually kind of close. That's kind of number 4, which is be optimistic. So don't let other things around you discourage you. Look at the glass half full, not half empty. And then it motivates you to go farther. Does anyone also have a guess? Oh, determination?
That's kind of number 7.
Oh, yeah, that was basically number 7. Does anybody else want to guess? It's okay if you're wrong. Mina?
Focus on the goal.
Yes, focusing on the goal is number 6, which is just staying on the goal and basically focusing on the goal. Don't let anything around you kind of get in your way, so you won't be distracted. Just staying on the goal. Okay, guys, you're doing really good. That's 2 out of 2.
Being confident and brave.
Being confident, that's actually not one of them because that's more of an emotion, kind of mindset, not rather a strategy. Kat?
Be creative.
Be creative. That's actually not one of them either, because that's more of a mindset. It's like these are like strategies, like be optimistic, stay determined, work only on what you're working, not making giving up an option. Kind of strategies like that. Do you have a guess?
Try your best no matter what.
Yeah. Try your best no matter what. Yes, exactly. Making mistakes is okay. That's one of them. Understanding that making mistakes is okay is one of them, because making mistakes is normal, and what it actually means is you're learning. So that's one of them. Let me just list them down 1 through 7. So number 1 is de-stress yourself by taking your mind off. Some people work out, they run. Some people listen to music to inspire themselves. People do different things. And just de-stressing and taking your mind off something. Now this doesn't mean procrastinating and saving it for the last day or anything, but it just means kind of taking your mind off of something and kind of reflecting about it. Then there's baby steps, which is taking little steps at a time. So if your goal is to, I don't know, eat a whole 10-pound cake in 2 seconds, in 2 minutes, then you could try to finish half a slice of half cake in 2 minutes, and then keep going up and up. That's an example of baby steps. Number 3 is listening to music. I know music motivates me if I can kind of hear the beat of the song and it's an upbeat song and kind of pop. So music motivates a lot of people, and it's a great way to stay on the task that you're doing. Number 4 is to be optimistic. So kind of look at, again, as I said, that glass half full, not half empty. Number 5 is look at other people who fulfill their dreams. Stories are a great way to get inspired, kind of like the story of Derek Redmond that I said before. Stories are a great way to get inspired and kind of learn how to do things, and even just learn strategies. Number 6 is partner with someone else. So if you can get a partner to do something, then kind of share the workload, and that helps you. And then number 7 is to understand to make mistakes, which is basically you're understanding that you can make mistakes and it's okay. So yeah, wow, great job everyone. You did a great job. You're really close to getting all of them. Just remember, if you do not give up, then you cannot fail. Don't worry about mistakes or failure. Those are just signs that you're learning something. Mistakes are a part of life. When Thomas Edison made his first light bulb, he was asked, how do you feel about the 10,000 light bulbs that you failed at making? He replied, I found 10,000 ways to find out how a light bulb doesn't work, not 10,000 ways that have failed. Just be optimistic and never give up. Anything is possible with a little bit of hard work, dedication, and passion to complete your goals. Thank you.